To make my dad's store cupboard cookies, I've used these great mixing bowls. They come as a set of 3 resealable lids so you can use them for mixing or storage. This really good non-stick tray with handles, so that makes it really easy to take them out of the oven, and a microplane, one of my favourite pieces of equipment in the kitchen. Poppy and I have been cooking in the kitchen for 6 or 7 months now. She might only be little, but she has so much fun in the kitchen, and I think it's really important to start showing them how to cook and where food comes from. I'm going to leave her to play for a little bit here while I show you how to make my dad's store cupboard cookies. I came up with this recipe because I was looking after Poppy and I couldn't leave the house. It was raining, it was pouring, so I just raided the cupboard, found normal things in here, flour, margarine, butter, that sort of thing, oats, and just came up with this great recipe that I knew Poppy would love. So we start off with some plain flour. That's enough. And then we want about 225 grams of butter. So just cut that bit off there, bit off there. And I'm going to cut this into chunks because it just gives you a head start really when you're mixing it all in. And then we want some caster sugar. Not too much, just to sweeten it up a little bit. Just add that in. That's enough. Just give that a mix up. And now what we want to do is get all the butter mixed into the flour. So just using your fingertips and just rub it in. I love cooking with Poppy, and I know she has so much fun and really, really enjoys it. And when you've spent that time making them, just to see her look on her face when those cookies come out, and she's so proud to sort of give them to a mum or take them to a grandma and a granddad or something like that. I just think it's an amazing thing to do with them. So all the butter's mixed into there. I just want to add a little bit of orange zest into there, just to give it a bit of fragrance, really. I'm always doing chocolate and orange, I love it. And then we want some porridge oats, just because it's, you know, it's really good to get porridge oats into the diet, really. They're really good for you. And you can hide them in here. So a good handful. And then because it's kids, you've got to add a little bit of chocolate into there for them, you know. So I've got a couple of, all I've done is I've just, don't tell Poppy, but I've raided her chocolate box. You know, it seems daft to go and put really grown-up dark chocolate in there. So just a couple of bags of kids' chocolate buttons or last little bit of an Easter egg. Really doesn't matter what it is. And then just give that a really good mix up. And then the best bit now, get your hands in and just really scrunch it together and turn it into a dough so that the warmth of your hand will start to bring it all together. And as you can see, we've got a bit of a cookie dough now. So I'm just going to press it all together. And this is, you know, doesn't matter how old your kids are, they're going to love doing this. So once you get it to that stage, I just roll it into a sausage. And then just take balls about that size. And then I've got a nice non-stick tray here. And then just pop them on. And what I always do is roll them into balls. And then I always let Poppy do this and squash it, which is the best bit, really. They absolutely love it. So just knock them all down. And that's it, they're ready for the oven. They're going to take about 10 to 12 minutes, 160 degrees. Okay. These have cooled down now, so I'll just pop these on the plate for the kids. These cookies are absolutely great. The kids are going to love these as long as I don't get to them all first.